Hello everyone. How you guys doing? Welcome back to normal stream time instead of a 3 p.m. start, which we had yesterday because of the tournament. Game is booting up. Today we're gonna be vibing. I don't think anyone else is on, but we'll vibe. We'll have a good time. I should have checked if I have my Mozzie clips done or not. I don't think I think I do, but I might play a bit more mods today just in case. Gotta add the pool table to the starting screen. I don't know about that. Okay. Game is booting up. Moshi, I think if that happens, you just gotta refresh stream. Congrats on the win. Yeah, we beat Stomp in Oregon 4-0. It was over for him after that. Nothing else happened. Anyone else here in YouTube? YouTube usually takes a bit to get a few people in. People bitch to fucking pitch for no reason. What, for Crimson Desert? I did see a video about it where they were like, there's like over 100 bosses, like 500 unique units or something. Which I was like, I don't know if that's actually that impressive, because I feel like WoW had that, but no. Beating Stompin' is a win. True. I don't know what to tweet out for today's stream. Gotta stop comparing it to an MMO. Isn't it an MMO? It's an action RPG. Oh, right. No, but it was supposed to be an MMO, right? So nothing about my incredible streak. We actually have, I think Mass Ninja was already above you, Flame Dragon, and there was also someone else who I feel like has never shared their stream streak, and they were already at 135 a few days ago. It was supposed to be, it is. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Sounds like two opposing opinions. I believe it was like in a kudos stream and people said Skittles or how it's spelled. Is that true? Oh, for highest skill of a content creator? I mean, I would think everyone would have to say it's Spoit. He went from being a content creator to winning his first major and still being a pro now. I feel like he has the highest skill as a content creator. And he started as a content creator. On MMO, whoever said that is dumb. That's coming from Jack, Mr. Dumb himself. What the hell? My FOV's on 60. Stupid thumbnails. Hmm. What is, oh, that's a Malusi. I thought that was a Jaeger. Oh, it just didn't work out. I thought for sure me dropping in there was just suicide, but I actually got 2 kills. I think a lot of people are getting confused with Black Desert Online, which is an MMO and made by the same company. But I still don't understand how you go from like shifting it from an MMO to a single player RPG, because MMOs are the most expensive possible project for any game development. So how do you shift it to from something super expensive to something else that's just less expensive? I do see Crimson Desert has 262,000 viewers right now. I assume it just came out last night. I don't know. Yeah. How's the morning going? Not bad. Just came back from the gym. I think, I know you guys won't like this as much. I do think this week is going to be a low, I mean, it already has been, but a low stream hour week. Because I feel like I've been feeling a little bit of the burnout in terms of just like, we were playing like 5 hours a day as a stack. And then I had to edit on top of that. And I just had busy weeks. So I was just like, I just don't have time for everything. So this week I've been pretty good at maintaining like 3 hours a day, up to 4. And I think I'm going to keep doing that until everyone's back online. Because I have a lot of content already saved up, so I'm not like really pressed about getting more right now. So I'm already planning for today to be a short stream. Had a good morning at the gym. Just had a good morning in general. Got good sleep. So, yep. Doesn't have a great story though. Isn't the whole point of single player RPGs to have a good story? Oh, no. Oh my god, he just ran into it. Wait, that killed him? What? That guy just got scammed. How did I killed him through the wall with a nade. Oh, he's in sight. Honestly thought that was us. Wait, I just got a kill as well. What just happened? Oh, Kaid was down the entire... What? I killed Malusi through the reinforced wall. Kaid was still down. I'm so confused. That was broken as hell. Do you have any routine throughout the week for the gym? Saturdays and Mondays are rock climbing. Wednesday is arm day. Or it's like arm, chest, and back. And then Fridays is leg day. So today I did horizontal leg press, 3 sets at 230, 10 reps each, I think. Maybe 12. No, 10. And then I do like hip abduction and adduction, which today I did 135 by 12 for each, I think. I went up in one of them. I use an app that like ranks you, so I went from silver to gold today in hip adduction, I think. I can never remember which one's which. And then I also do leg extension, leg curls, but those aren't that impressive. Peter's going through it in Discord with me right now, trying to diagnose me because I can barely do anything for leg extensions, and I feel like I'm gonna die. Everything else I feel normal. I do hacks. I don't do any type of squats. My my beefhead nephew tried to get me to do squats, and I just was not a fan.
I just love dicks, bro.
It's also just a lot of setup for that. That's not good. Oh, that's also not good. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. I want to sneak in here, and they have it completely blocked off. Do I love deadlift? I don't do any type of like squat, deadlift, anything like that. I mainly just use all the machines. My one friend was like, you should never do only machines. He's like, you gotta do free weights and stuff to... He's like, you gotta do free weights so that all of your muscles get worked in. I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm doing the machines. The machines are just faster, easier. I have no problem with them. I don't know where the hell Ash is looking. Oh, no one went to pick up a zombie. Oh, he was saying that, what was the terms he used was, in order to use free weights properly, you have to have like your stabilizer muscles working. And he's like, if you use a machine, it just targets that specific muscle and none of your stabilizer muscles get worked out. And I was like, it's a lot of yapping for someone who climbs at a lower level than me. So I'm gonna keep doing my machine workout. By the way, thanks for sub. That's Sugar Cookie. That's why good form is so important. Yeah, and he always tries to correct my form because I can be bad at it sometimes. For me, the big thing, I don't know if it's because my forearms are so strong compared to like a normal person. But when I do the bicep curl machine, my forearms are burning after. And she's like, it should not affect your forearms at all. It should all be in your bicep. And I'm like, I get that. But at the same time, since my forearms are strong, I feel like I just naturally, like, use a lot of weight there. Or, like, push a lot of weight there, even without thinking about it. Calm down, Pop. All right. It's doing exactly what I was going to do. The tourney yesterday, we got first rounded. But we beat Stompin 4-0 on Oregon. And that's a victory in itself. I feel like we were the only matchup that had no overtime matches. But we went all 3 maps. We lost 1-4, won 4-0, lost 1-4. So, total of 6-8 against Stompin and King George and all of them. That's not too shabby. hear him there. Like I said, I hear him. Oh, nice. I was just gonna go check here if he was on the rappel. He was not. He was already in Logi. Oh, just kidding. He was on the Belk. Shocker, the guy got first pickup players. Yeah. That is the one thing I'll call him out on. He agreed to do random shuffle order for snake or for the draft, and we were gonna do a snake draft format. And then when we asked about who was actually picking first, he's like, "I'm just gonna leave it as it is," and he was first. And then he chose Stompin', and we're like, "All right, all right, King George." But I mean, even if I got first pick, I probably would have still chose the same team. I liked my team for it was just good vibes. We weren't like, you know, stressed or sweating or anything. It was just, I mean, we did well. We're having a good time. Do I think me or Yummy is better in general? Honestly, that's a hard one to say because Yummy is really good, but he also took a long break from the game. So it depends on what you're classifying as better. I think he always had better gun skill, but since I think he's only just started playing again for the first time in years, he doesn't know much. Like, we were calling stuff or saying, we had to like tell him how Clash works with the new rework and stuff. But even then, he was still doing well. Your own organism masterclass. I love how much chat is overhyping our one win. Oh, that's not too bad. As long as I play aggressive here, what is he to do? There was a drone in here. I wasn't sure if I'd actually heard that correctly. I doubted myself. Should never doubt myself. Insight. Do we have a rotate there? Doesn't look like it. Great ping. I was like, I don't know how to fight this without him seeing me first. Is that a 4K? I don't even know how to check that. I think that was a 4K. Killed the drop, killed the person who rushed in, killed 2 people on stairs. Not too shabby. Sorry, I was just checking something on Twitter. Panther. I feel the same way, but when I watch Pro League, I watch them like, oh, it would be so cool to coordinate like this. And then we try to coordinate and we just fucking fall apart. What Minecraft YouTuber are you guys talking about? Oh, someone from Vanos crew got caught? Am I reading chat right? Correct. These Minecraft YouTubers, man. Can't be trusted. Ooh, I gotta put my thermite back on. No, there we go. Fuck. There we go. I had to change his uniform for the thumbnail today. It was a long time ago, like 6 years ago. So, I don't know who this YouTuber is that you guys are talking about, but if his crime was a real person, he'd be preying on them too, huh? Classic. What games, in your opinion, should never die? None of them? I think it's healthy for gaming for games to die and for new ones to take their place. I think it's unhealthy for games to stay for so long. Did y'all hear Chuck Norris is dead? Okay. Hey, I just played Minecraft not that long ago. Hey, as long as you're not making content in Minecraft, you're okay. Thanks for some cryptic gaming. Need to catch up on the latest videos. I've been slacking. Today's video was good. Didn't do that well, but I'm guessing it had more to do with the fact that basically my videos have to get manually approved by YouTube for monetization. And it didn't get approved because I only uploaded it last night. So it's not doing great, but it'll probably pick up once it does get approved. Not yours? Oh. Well, fuck you, Jack. I didn't want you to watch my content anyways, you piece of shit. God. Bro thinks it's all about him. Disgusting. Oh, one's on their flank. Oh, just kidding. He's in the connector room. I keep getting in there and getting a solid 2k and then dying. Or doing nothing else. Now I feel bad. Now you better fucking watch all my content, Jack. Did I have fun in the tourney? I did have fun. It was actually a good time. And Priest... So I was worried because... Obviously, everyone on our team knew that we were going to lose. I didn't choose any pros. I didn't choose any, like, incredibly high-ranked... Actually, well, Pox is an incredibly high-ranked player, but obviously different than, like, you know, a semi-pro or whatever. So we all knew we were going to lose. Everyone in the channel was kind of like, oh, it's over for us, blah, blah, blah. But even Priest afterwards came into, like, my Discord last night while we were all just playing games, and he's just like, honestly, he's like, I had a lot of fun with that. He's like, I want to do more of that. That was a lot of fun. So, happy that people enjoyed it. You picked Yummy for shits and giggles. I mean, I was like, I know Yummy's a good player. Like, he's a good fragger, and I think he did well overall. I actually don't know what all of our KDs were at the end. I should check. I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty sure I had the highest KD on the team. Because first game, I think I went 8-4. Second game, 4-4. Last game, 2-4. So I had +2. But I don't know. Did I see Uzi's video talking about banning Smurfs? I don't watch any Siege YouTube videos. But no, give me the highlights. I don't know if he Smurfs a lot, but I would assume that any player that's like him, Skittles, blah blah, they all Smurf a lot. So I assume they're not in favor of banning Smurfs. That's just my assumption. Hold on, let me get active here. Ah! Fuck, there's two of them. While we wait for the summary, let me actually check. What was our KDs overall? Okay. At the end... I'm gonna have to write all this down. Okay. I went 8-4. Pox went 3-4. This is all map 1. Priest went 2-4. I was the only one who was positive map run. Roy went 1-5. Yummy went 2-5. Okay. And then when you add map 2, I went 4-3, so it was 12-7. Fox went 6-1. He's now 9-5. Priest went 1-4. He had a good time? That's crazy. Roy went 3-3, so he was 4-8. And then Yummy went 6-2. So he was 8-7. Let me choose an operator. Spench, I'm confused by your thing. I'll have to get an explanation in a second, but you're saying, sorry, Uzi said he doesn't Smurf, but he said he doesn't Smurf, but he does Smurf?
Have you ever done a siege school for site strats / setups?
I went 14 and 12 total. Pox went 12 and 9. Priest went 6 and 12. Roy went... Oh, Roy had a rough day. Yummy went 10 and 11. Alright. These were the final KDs. I had the highest kills. Not the highest KD, Pox technically did, but I had most amount of kills. It was me, then Pox, then Yummy, then Priest, then Roy. So next time people say that, you know, I'm not going to be a great captain. I was the best person on my team. Thank you for 16 months, Zach. I had a rough day, so I killed every time Priest. I mean, that is pretty rough. I don't know why he would stay there for so long just peeking at my drone. He denied smurfing, but also admits to smurfing. You're making no sense, or he's making no sense. I don't know which it is. Oh, what? Did he just get there? Bro, I was there the entire time. He either just got there or he was hiding behind there the entire time. I just never noticed him. Talking about counters to RAM, I'll do them all when I need to, but exploring what they could add to counter certain ops is what UB does all the time to make new ops. I mean, I feel like RAM already has more than enough counters. I do think the canister could be bigger on the back. I hate how small it is. Open the video and all the comments are just slandering you. I mean, Uzi's community is probably one of the more toxic communities. I think it actually probably is the most toxic one. Because he is a very toxic content creator. It doesn't really surprise me. I think the issue is, and this goes to content creators, but also their communities, is the communities don't understand that actions affect other people. I think that's a big thing. Like, obviously content creators know, but they don't care because they make money. So, like, why would they care? But the community will watch the videos and be like, well, we don't care if it ruins everyone else's game as long as we have something to watch. But then when it affects them, then they complain. Like, you can look at almost any community and they'll say smurfing is fine. But then when they face a smurf and get shit on, they complain. Doesn't matter who it is. It's like they're fine when it comes to content, but then they get pissed when it affects them. It's like, well, you can't have both. It's one or the other. So since he plays ranked for content, he needs to smurf because there's too many cheaters in champ elo. I mean, that's where I'll also, you know, it's up to the creator. A lot of people always tell me that they face cheaters literally nonstop. And I'm not saying anyone's necessarily wrong, but even when we play in champ, I know it's not the same champ, but I'm like, there's not cheaters every game. And I've even done some research, not a lot, but some research, and I've watched back some matches from creators who claim that they face cheaters every other game, and I look at it, I'm like, this is not proof of cheating. It can be a little bit suspicious, but a lot of creators do just assume anyone who, not anyone who beats them, but any people who do like really well against them, they're like, oh, they're cheating. Not saying Uzi says that, or not saying anyone in particular does, but it is a pretty common thing, because obviously when Siege is, you know, or has been cheater filled for a while, people are going to naturally just assume that anyone who is better than them is cheating. bro. Put an arm on me. But yeah. I feel like a lot of times it is just an excuse. And also at the end of the day, I know people don't like to hear, or the content creators don't like to hear this, but if cheating is that bad and you have to smurf to get content, then why not just play unranked? And they're like, well, but it's not ranked, so it doesn't matter. But it's like, but you're on a smurf, so it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Because I've made that argument before. I remember me and Roy actually even had that conversation where he's like, I'm not going to play if you're going to play on ranked. I was like, why does it matter? He's like, well, I can only make content in ranked. I'm like, it's the same thing. Because like even Roy, I've said before, like he plays on the Smurf too, and plays with viewers and just plays in like super shitty lobbies. I'm like, how's that any different than playing on ranked? It's the same thing. If you're playing in silver lobbies and ranked versus playing in silver lobbies and unranked, it's all the same. There's zero difference. And if anything, honestly, what they'll really hate to hear is, in general, a lot of the lobbies that I play in and unranked are probably harder than the Smurf lobbies they play in ranked. Because if they're playing in like silver, I'm assuming if they're on a new account, silver, gold, most of my unranked lobbies are generally, before the matchmaking got broken, are generally like diamond plus. But matchmaking has been fucking absolutely broken this season. Let me see. Matches, unranked. Let's see. I'm just going to pull a random match. I didn't expect it to take this long to load. Match unavailable. Oh, okay. Is R6 tracker just not working? Oh, there we go. Wait, is this ranked? Oh no, that just shows our current ranks.
Dicks, bro.
My ranked matches
This is from this season, where we've had really bad matchmaking. But diamond, diamond, platinum, silver, unranked. Like we get still slightly competitive lobbies. Champion, this guy's already top 2,000 champs this season alone. Diamond, gold, copper, or bronze for that one, unranked. What would that lobby have been? It was me and who else? Me and Zilchi. So it gave us 2 people of our skill level versus us. And then the randoms all our same skill level. But yeah, like, again, they'll complain about unranked and say unranked isn't good for content, but it's like you still face people of similar skill level. I don't know where they get this idea that unranked is just a cakewalk. Actually, I do know where they slightly get it. Since they never play unranked, they have like base level unranked hidden MMR. So it'll never go up, and then they'll always face easy lobbies because they don't play it. I think I missed a few subs. Thanks for the 8 months from Copper. Nihu with the tier 1. Zach B with the 16 months. Randy with the tier 1. Cryptic Gaming with the Prime. Thank you all for the subs. What does Zach say? You ever done a siege school for sites, strats, / setups? I mean, the full length ones, not as much, but all my like siege school shorts, a lot of them are setups and stuff. They could also fake unranked to look like ranked. Honestly, as long as they don't pull up the scoreboard, no one's going to be able to tell the difference. That's the big difference, is that on scoreboard it shows everyone's rank and ranked. It doesn't do that in unranked, obviously. Why do I think Macy and Skype didn't show? Oh. It's not really my problem.
I just love dicks.
Made for some interesting drama before the tournament even started. I mean, I will say, regardless of who it is, whether it was Mace who did it, whether it would be like Bolo, any other content creator, I think signing up for a tournament and then canceling and leaving after the tournament has already started is a bitch move no matter who you are. You don't make a commitment like that and then just bail just because you don't want to play. Now, that being said, something could have happened. Maybe something happened and he had to go. But from my understanding, it was not that. It was just he didn't want to play. If you don't want to play, just don't sign up to begin with, you know? I mean, I'll admit, when he asked me, I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this. I had a great time. I'm happy I did it. But even before that, I was like, I really shouldn't do this. I was like, maybe I should just, like, before we did the draft, I was like, maybe I should just tell him I don't want to do it. I was like, you know what? No, I'll do it. It's fine. And it was fine. Probably shouldn't have wasted an impact on the cabinet, but didn't want to shotgun it open. Remember seeing some of Skyte's earlier VOD, and he didn't seem like he wanted to play because Uzi gave Macy 5 gifted to draft him. I mean, I would be shocked if anyone did choose him without the 5 gifted. I was honestly shocked to see him in the tournament to begin with, but I guess drama sells. If you can't commit to an event you were asked to join, you need to at least explain why. You don't need to go into detail and just could say something personal came up. Yeah, I agree. Also, at the end of the day, it's a creator event. I know there's still money on the line, but at the end of the day, it is just for fun. It's for content. No need to make a whole spectacle of things. What the? Go ahead. Oh, what is this? Alright, chat, if I get a kill from this angle, 5 gifted from each of you. I don't think anyone's going to jump down Skylight. Oh, no. No, we already made the bet. Come on, you can't back out. Oh. It's a white window from Repel, I think.
I just love dicks.
Doesn't look like they have enough time to actually come and hunt me. Is that a Brava? My teammates actually saved me from Brava drones? Rare dub. Just gave up right away. Thanks for the subs from Rico and Cuddy. Alright, ranked versus unranked. I had a friend tell me he can't commit to trying hard and unranked because it would be trying hard for the sake of trying, but at that point I feel like it's not down to the actual game, just your mentality. It is, and like, that's the thing, is people are like, well, ranked has something, it has points. But rank 2.0 also doesn't matter. The points don't matter. I don't think there's anyone out there who's actually raging if they lose a match, because losing a match loses you 8 points and winning gets you 120. So it's like, oh, I lost. Okay. Who cares? No one cares.
I just love Dex, bro.
Thanks for 2 months from
Hi.
Realist. People seem to hate playing video games nowadays unless there's a fake number tied to it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, when did we get to a point where people are like, I'm not going to play a video game unless it means something? Like, do people not play for fun anymore? Like, yesterday, I played Rocket League for the first time in like 6 years. We played casual for like 2 hours. It meant literally nothing, and I had a fucking wonderful time. I was just playing with 2 friends. We were just trying to, or 2 of us were trying to learn the game again. The other one was someone who plays a lot and is really good, and he was just, you know, fucking around with us. It was great. Just having fun. It was actually funny because we played against, we were in trios, and we played against the same duo stack for 6 games in a row, and they beat us 4 times. And then as soon as we beat them for the first time on match number 5, we all started spamming in chat, being like, fucking GG, so easy, it's free, it's free. And they were just laughing. They're like, you guys waited 5 games to type that? We're like, yeah. We've been waiting this entire time, hoping to win at least 1 game so we can say that. They were good sports about it. But it was just all, it was all fun. It was like casual. No one cared. We were just there to vibe and enjoy the game. And you do a little shit talking after when you finally win. Oh, I did not expect the back peeker. There's one in train as well. Oof. That's why I mainly play quick match and unranked, because I play for fun and to unwind. I will say quick match I have a hard time of getting into, because that one, once they added like the auto reinforcements, you can't choose your site, I was like, alright, this is not even like, I'm not even doing half of the playing, the game is doing it for me. I feel like choosing site and choosing reinforcements and stuff is what makes the game, so I'm like, if it does it for me, I don't want to play. Unranked is just like how Siege is meant to be played. Just with no rank attached to it. Fun fact, if you get the varsity, sure, you get a 5 KD instantly. True, true, true. Playing ranked in any game is more rewarding than casual. That's all it is. Even though Siege ruined that years ago, but still implies, I believe. I mean, we're not denying that it's more rewarding, but also, like, does everything you do have to be rewarding? If you go to like the park and you play soccer with your friends, are you ranking everything you did and like writing it all down and being like, okay, I scored 3 on you, so I went up 2 points? Like, no, you're just playing for fun. Sure, you're like, oh, I beat you, like, you're fucking shit, whatever, but you're not ranking it. You don't need a reward for playing something for fun, you know? I just feel like if you're so tied down to like you have to play for fun, or not for fun, for a reward, then like you don't play video games to enjoy yourself at this point. And you probably actually spend more time being upset than happy, because let's be honest, ranked is just rage inducing. I just started playing. Can you give me a tip to play better? My tip for you is to go to my main YouTube channel and watch all of the shorts, because all the shorts are guides on things you can learn or do better in Siege. That's my tip for you. Playing comp Siege is like squeezing the last bit of fun from an empty toothpaste bottle. Before that, you just said comp is the most fun. Those are two very contradictory statements. I do not know what you mean. What's your tip for Siege? Make me money. The shorts make me no money. Let me see my highest viewed short in the last 30 days and how much money it made. Currently 181k is the number to beat. 250k. Okay. We'll go with the 250k because that one's pretty high. My short on YouTube that got me 250,000 views in 2 weeks earned me $65. Wow. How come you got rid of your outro? Multiple reasons, but the main one was honestly just I realized that the amount of people who would click off at the end was insanely high, and that actually affected my overall average view duration, because even if it's the last 10 seconds of a 30-minute video, if everyone's clicking off at the very end, then it's just bad for overall analytics, and YouTube recommends your videos less. So it's just better. It's better that the video just ends. Also, it's more likely that if the video just ends because people aren't ready for the ending, that they'll get put into a playlist of like auto playing the next video and then they'll just keep watching it. Versus if they know it's about to end. Oh. He was repelled upside down on the top left, but I couldn't see him at all there. You can't get groceries with 65 bucks in this economy. 65 cans of Dr. Pepper. I mean, again, I'm not saying 65 bucks is literally nothing, but it's also like that's my highest earning one, and that is, it's pretty rare I think that each short would get over 200k. Like, let me look at a normal one that's like 65k. How much did that earn me? That's about average for shorts. 20 bucks Canadian. And obviously, I'm not saying it to be, you know, egotistical or anything, but when I've earned my money, seeing the extra 20 bucks is like, eh, whatever. It's nice, but I don't care. I'd go pretty far for 20 bucks. Ben, you would suck a lot of dick for 20 bucks. I know that much. Are the shorts significantly easier to make? So I guess to put into perspective. So yesterday I made all of my shorts for the entire week from, I can actually tell you exactly from when to when. Normally I don't log any of this, but because it's all saved with timestamps, I can actually check it. So I started recording my shorts at 11:20, and I finished recording them at around 12:02. We'll round that to an hour. An hour to record 1 week's worth of shorts. And that's with me struggling to come up with ideas because it's getting harder and harder to come up with ideas for shorts. And then I finished editing all of them at 2:14. So it took me about 3 hours to do a whole week's worth of shorts. That was like 9 videos that I did. Why are we talking? Because I do it for free. Lexi doing it for the love of the game. Ben doing it for 20 bucks. Re-upload the first shorts you made. Honestly, I've been starting to do that more as I'm remaking old ones because people don't know these tips. So I'm like, I might as well just redo it because people genuinely don't know them. And I'll usually say in the video, like, I've made a video on this before, but in case you haven't seen it, here's blah, 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 blah. I'm hard stuck gold. How do I get out? The more you lose, the closer you'll get to silver, and then you'll be out of gold. Follow and subscribe for more tips. Do what you love. Like averaging just under $200 for 3 hours. I mean, that is also only YouTube. TikTok pays, but it's not much. I think TikTok on average is like 300 US a week. But TikTok's also like a shitty ass platform and tries so hard to not pay you. If a video does well, they'll disqualify all of the views and say these are not valid. And when you ask why, they're just like, it was just not valid. And they find any excuse to not pay you for those views. I was just standing in the smoke, but she was ready for me. Actually, she wasn't even ready. She was just... Oh, she saw me cross. Fuck. Honestly, what I should do is... I keep forgetting that there's a fire extinguisher there. I should pop that and then smoke farther.
Smoke decks, bro.
Thanks for sub. Can I help you? If Kick paid me, would I swap to them? Very unlikely, but not impossible. It would obviously depend. Obviously depend on how much they're paying me. Also, it would have to be one of those contracts where I would not be Kick exclusive. Because if I go to Kick, I would lose my charm. Like, no one would be able to subscribe to get my charm anymore. And while Twitch is not my majority of my income, it's still a decent amount. Because, like, on average, I think on Twitch I make like 10,000 a month. US. And that's with like ads, subs, everything. So I'd be going over to Kick, losing a shit ton of viewership, and losing my charm. For those of you who don't know the varsity lore, I did get offered to swap to Mixer. It was like 2 years, I think, after I got my charm. They offered me what would have been valued at around a $1 million contract for 2 years. Which I know a lot of you are probably like, what the fuck, you didn't take it? But I was like, my charm was still new. Siege was still growing a lot on Twitch. I was like, 2 years is going to tank any type of growth I have on streaming. So I said no. And also they weren't open to negotiating higher rates. I was like, if you pay me more, I might do it. And then Mixer shut down 3 months later. And if I had taken the contract, I would have gotten paid out in full only 3 months after swapping. So I would have made like $1 million in 3 months. But obviously, I don't think anyone had the foresight to assume Mixer was going to shut down when it was backed by Microsoft, who has infinite money. So 6-second ad from Jay. What a timeline that would have been. I mean, that would have been a lot of money. But I probably ended up making that much or more from Twitch over the next like 2 or 3 years. So it's like, it evened out. Because like obviously with Twitch, it just kept growing and was doing really, really well at the time. And my charm just kept getting me more and more subs. And then during COVID especially, it was a crazy time. The wall's just open. He's staring at my drop. I don't think it mattered because Thorn was waiting for me too. I should have just got the SMG-11 out. I went with the shotgun in case someone was going to be close by. Knowing your luck, mixer would have stayed around full term. Yeah, exactly. If they were offering $1 million contracts, well, it wasn't like we're gonna give you $1 million. It was like they were gonna ask for how much you earned on Twitch over the last 6 months on average it out to like a monthly salary, and then you earn that per month plus whatever your channel's earning. And it was like a 95% cut or something for subs, which was like obviously insanely high, but it was just like a promotional thing. And obviously anyone on Mixer was not getting many subs at all. And then I did the math and I was like, it would all depend, because I'm sure they would have been like, well, we're not going to count this income, like we're going to lower whatever we can. So it probably would have been closer to like 800k or something. But even then I was like, 800k is not worth it to switch. Do I know anyone else who was offered a Mixer contract? Personally, no, I do not know anyone. There were some Siege creators who took Mixer contracts really early on, and they were like, they basically did it because they were like, it's guaranteed income versus streaming on Twitch, which was not guaranteed income. But like, again, not to like flex or anything, but at the time when I was making as much money as I was like, I don't really care about having a stable income when my income is so insanely high. Because I think at the time, when did Mixer shut down? 2020. It was in COVID. At the time, like 2 months after it shut down, I was earning like 100k a month on YouTube. So I was like, I truly don't care that much. If only Varsity joined a Mixer, he could have saved it. I don't think anything was saving that. They focused way too much on trying to do like overlays. And there was like, you're watching the stream and then a beach ball would appear and they were like, click on the hands to hit the beach ball. And it's like, bro, no one wants to do this while they're watching a stream. Like, I think they were trying to get the TikTok ADD people before TikTok ADD people were like, you know, the mass market. It was more enticing for people who didn't have your stability. I mean, it's not like I had stability. Obviously, there's no stability in my YouTube income, but it was just like, I don't care about the stability in terms of like getting the exact same amount per month. Yeah, when I have already enough. I don't know how it was back then internally in the industry, but nowadays the words backed by Microsoft, they usually means run for the hills, don't touch it with a 10-mile pole. I mean, that's mainly now because Microsoft, I still don't understand this. Maybe it's because I'm not a business person. But if you have like a $1 trillion business that has more money than anyone else in the world, why not just fund projects, even if they don't go anywhere? Because it's not like it actually costs them much. Like Microsoft could run thousands of unprofitable companies and still be perfectly fine. I guess it's all about min-maxing. Okay, so they're cocktail. One walked all the way to bathroom. What the? It was Mozzie. I didn't realize he was droning me. Oh, did they not go bathroom? I swear, I heard someone punching in there, didn't I? I don't know what I heard. Didn't they do that with game dev studios and saw the ramifications of having a lot of games flop? I would assume the ramifications are just that investors pull out and then they're like, yeah, we can't have that happen. That's my guess. The pizza blended into the wall. I just didn't check the corner deep enough. It's an exploit, Jay. It's probably why they're a lot more frugal handing out fat wads of cash. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I get it to a degree because like it is very easy once you're in a position of making a lot of money to just being greedy and keep hoarding more of it. Almost like it's not hard to just like find a middle ground. YouTube chat is concerned you don't care about us. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. The more you complain that I don't read your messages, the less likely I am to read them because all you're doing is complaining. So, if YouTube chat just sits there the entire time like, yeah, he's not reading every one of my messages, I'm just not going to read them. I don't read every message on Twitch chat, but there's a lot more on Twitch chat, so I try to read them. I just don't respond to the babies. At least you're not TikTok chat. TikTok chat was bad. It does not, Lexi. Chat. This goes for everyone. I'm going to let you in on another little secret. If there was a way to get rid of these spam invites, we would already have done it. I know, everyone wants to be the smart person, but we have already done everything we can, and it's an exploit. There's nothing you can do to fix it. You guys don't have this secret tech, okay? So that's why I have the blocker. Any chance you'll be doing more modded Siege? We have a very, very, very good modded Siege video coming out next Thursday. Honestly, Fire Soul, I was like, that probably will end up happening, but I was like, everyone's talking about it, and it's not that bad. And there's nothing we did wrong. It's on him. Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed today? Your talks today more than usual. People complain nonstop. I call out that they're complaining. He's like, bro, what's wrong with you? It's like, all right. People can complain all they want, but as soon as I call out they're complaining, then I'm the problem. Makes sense, makes sense. Of all the people to harass, they chose the guy who does not react. Yeah. They're not the smartest. Make a how to play ops content, it's bottomless. Honestly, I did do a lot of that, but I stopped doing it because half the comments will always be just like super nitpicky. I'm like, I just don't care. I should just ignore them anyways. I mean, I do ignore them for the most part, but I'm just like, the amount of comments who try to correct things that aren't even wrong, I'm like, you guys are so fucking stupid. And I'm worried other people will believe the comments over the video. You didn't even say anything. It was Priest who went apeshit. Priest didn't even say anything apeshit. He just was like, that's just a bad thing to do. If Larry pops my head scuff, it has to be sung. Priest? Is that you? When are we playing Deadlock? Tell you what, Ben. I'll play Deadlock when you get a job. You're sitting in a room with AC playing video games for a living. Why be bothered about comments? You seem way more bothered about this than anyone else, Warpath. I'm just gonna say it. I think you might be the pissed off one. I have a summer job. And that doesn't count. I'm talking about a real job. Oh, that was yummy, Fire Soul. Is it AC weather in Canada? No. I don't know what the guy on YouTube chat's talking about. He's just incredibly pissed for zero reason. He's upset that I called out people for being stupid, which I'm assuming means that he probably is one of the dumb people and that's why he got upset, but, you know. Changing the definition of making the... After making the deal, can't believe this guy. Fine, Ben. I'll stick with it. I mean, you already had that job, so I said once you get a job. So... Once you get a job that you did not have before, we'll play... What was it? What's it called? Deadlock. I already forgot the name. Yeah, that's correct. Turn on stream when tourney started, then 10 minutes later said he's not playing, left the tourney. And Skype, who would lose his, or should lose his charm, by the way, was a no-show as well. Is that correct? Yes. Well, not really. Macy was live for like 2 hours beforehand. But other than that, you are correct. Yes. They just didn't want to play. Nope. I made the mistake of tapping X. Oh. I hate that it does this. It doesn't pop up the name, but I think once I spawn in, then it'll fix itself. Or what do I have to do to... There we go. Oh, now I'm late to my rush. I was gonna just send it through the window. I like the tourney video today. It looked like a lot of fun. It was fun. Again, we were a vibe stack. We were just there to have a good time. I looked away from the window because I thought he was going to go to the door. What is this guy doing? We're just slow walking in sight. Hopefully a little bit of drama doesn't dissuade UB from sponsoring more of these tournaments. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure every tournament they've done has had an insane amount of drama. I think this was actually like the least amount of drama out of all of them. At the last tournament, people were accusing each other of stream sniping. And I think there actually were stream snipers. Like, people were actually doing it, and they got called out for it. Yeah. Also, just to correct, because I don't want people spreading misinformation. None of the captains were paid to be there. I don't think any of the players were even paid to be there. It was just that Macy took $50 from Uzi to choose people for his team and then dipped. So, Uzi's the one who lost out on money because of that. I just don't want there to be misinformation. It's hard to not have a bunch of drama when all these streamers with egos get together. True. We all do have big egos. They've always been able to, Silencio. We should do more content with Pox. I think you two are the best teachers in Siege. I think a big issue with that, though, is Pox is like, you know, he loves ranked. He'll play unranked when cheaters are really bad, but he does love ranked, and I'm like, I don't really care about ranked. But I do like Pox. He's a really cool guy, but I do think we're also both kind of in the same boat where I'm like, it's not that I don't like streaming with other people. I obviously do. That's why I stream with like Evan, Cross, Game Addict, Zilchi, Priest, all of them when they're on. But it is, one sec. It is also nice when I can stream solo, because then you can just talk to chat. I know he's told me the same thing where he's like, he likes having streams where he's solo and he just sits there and talks to chat the entire time and like doesn't have to worry about talking with people or coordinating with people. I'm sure we'll play more together in the future. The main thing also, everyone's already dead. The main thing for me is also playing with people who play at the same time as me. I feel like not many people play at around noon Eastern time. Bro, I haven't even made it into the building yet, and 3 people are dead. Armor was already in sight. Just kidding. I just went towards the stairs. Guys, I'm scared. Oh, he was crouched. That Legion sounded like he was right on that wall to the left that's destroyed, like by the garage. I swung that pre-firing or like pre-aiming thinking he was standing right there and he was in the other site. I don't know what the fuck happened with Siege audio. Actually, oh. I think I just realized. I think it was the ash on the hatch. Because the hatch is right above that corner. I think I heard the ash and I thought it was Legion. That's probably what it was. Also, I know this would probably not be good for the balance of Siege, but one thing I would love to see, only because I saw it in Battlefield. In Battlefield, your teammates make almost no sound, or not no sound, but like very little sound when moving, but your enemies make way more sound. I think I would like that. Because I hate having to constantly check and be like, is that my teammate? Oh, yeah, it is. I'm going back. I don't know if you saw, but Benjamin Master come back to G2. Yeah, that was leaked a while ago. So who got moved from G2? It was Loira and Blaz, right? And then now they have Shaiko and Benja. Yeah, it's never coming back, Ben. They're already like 2 months into season 2 and they've never even talked about the tournament again. Actually, I had to mute that Discord because people were just in there every day complaining. Like, I know people say that I'm a complainer, but I'm like, man, you should see some of the people who were in the Red Sec tournament and how much they were just bitching and moaning about everything. And being like, oh my god, it's been 2 days and they haven't told us anything? Like, what is going on? This is terrible tournament management. Like, they need to get their heads out of their asses. Like, what are they doing? This is awful, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, it's a tournament. Calm down. So how did everyone die so quickly? Oh. Just realized I was staring at him. What the? diffuser. I hear her over there, though. What is this thing in the screen that says diffuser is down?
He's in a meeting.
Never seen that pop up. I assume that's my stats tracker. A little 1v4. I think you're like bottom 5 complainers I've ever watched. I would disagree. I definitely complain a lot, but I guess this is how everyone feels who complains a lot. I feel like my takes are at least based in some information instead of just complaining to complain. But again, I think everyone who complains thinks that. So, probably not true. You can't watch Hulu, but are sponsored. Apparently, Hulu's on Disney Plus.
What's
But
going
I also
on,
don't have
brother?
Disney Plus.
How's your day going?
I had Disney Plus, but then they really cracked down on shared accounts because it was my cousin's account. But it was like my cousin's account, and 3 different families were on it. And every single time someone would try to log in, it was just like, "Are you traveling?" And you'd say yes. Apparently, they limited it so you can only do 60 travels per year with a Disney Plus account. So the account has run out of travels and now just can't be used outside of the main home. Wait, ain't no way this guy... One sec. I'm gonna call out someone else in chat. Hold up. Hold up. This guy came into chat. Within the span of 30 seconds, said twice, "How are you doing today, Unk?" And when I didn't respond, said, "I have your charm, why are you ignoring me?" He also does not have the charm. He has never been subbed. And he's just begging for attention. Back getting stupider by the minute. Average IQ going down. Daily checking. I'm in Florida for a week. Okay. How's Florida? Have you seen any gators yet? I've never seen no one complain like Skittles, though. So I asked him about that. Spoiler, or not spoiler, but peek behind the scenes for those of you who watch Skittles. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Skittles is not at all like he is on stream in person. He is super calm. He's like me. Super calm. Does not like freak out or say anything loudly. He just is super chill. And I've asked him about that because I'm like, bro, how do you do it? I'm like, we're pretty similar. I'm like, how do you just scream all day and like complain about everything all day? And he's just like, it's actually kind of nice. He said he feels like some relief when he just screams. He's like, there's something about just like, if Siege is pissing you off, you just scream. He's like, and then it's all out. Like, all right. But he says he loves it. What the fuck is that? He's just standing in the plant. Yeah. So Skittles is, he does complain a lot, but he does it for the content. He does it for the bit. And, like, he's genuinely probably the only, or, I don't know, one of the only Siege people I know that I'm like, his content personality is not even close to his actual personality. Imagine if Varsity started doing the 100 decibel streamer yells. I got loud yesterday. Even Annie mentioned it to me when I came downstairs. I was like, oh, but we won a map. And she's like, I know. She's like, I could hear you screaming upstairs that you guys won. And I was like, I barely scream, but it's louder than usual. Thank you. Your content personality is the same. I've been told by other people that it's very different. I don't know how accurate that is, but I've been told by people that my content personality is meaner and more monotone than myself in person. But I would say that that is not intentional. I feel like I just don't... What the hell? We reinforced the hatch. I just feel like I don't feel the need or desire to want to scream or yell or, like, I don't know, talk more loudly on stream. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to get anything this round since it's a 5v3. You're not as monotone in person. So, for those of you who are not unemployed and you work, you know, normal jobs, think about how you talk in a meeting, and that's how I talk to chat. Like, obviously a lot more composed and calm. But then, like, imagine that versus talking with your friends, and, like, you could be the same person, but you're going to be, like, when you're talking with your friends, you're just, like, a lot more animated, and you're more willing to, like, get into that, you know, personality of just, like, I don't know, talking loudly, if that makes sense. Or, like, you just get more into it. Planting? Alright, whiffed. I didn't think he was going to push up on that. How do we have an Echo Insight watching the diffuser? And they still planted. Damn. I just don't talk at meetings. But yeah, you're right about talking different with chill coworkers. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's just a different vibe. Like the one person who I think actually like told me to my face, basically being like, hey, like, or just pointed out there, like, you're way different in person than online, was Garfield, the content creator, where he told me, he's just like, we met in person, I think, for the first time, like, officially in San Francisco for CJAX, and he was just like, you are way nicer in person than on, like, content. I'm like, what? And he's just like, his perception of me through content, he was like, is that you're an asshole. And I was like, eh, probably. He's just like, you're way nicer in person. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'll take it. Do you want a duo? Peter, I'm not subjecting you to siege. A good friend does not let another friend relapse. We're not doing it. Also, I'm probably only going to play... how many more would this be? 2 more? 3 more? And then I'm off and off. I also can't, because with these pop-ups, I can't access my friends list. So here, we'll play another time. I'm actually enjoying talking to chat today. Thank Sorry. Varsity and part-time streaming. Hey, I've been putting my hours. Although I think it was Royal Penguin I was talking to. Or no, it was Ice Cold. He was the one who asked me how many hours I stream a month. And when I told him, he's like, that's it? I was like, yeah. So in the last month, since SI, because I got back, I have streamed 103 hours. And that was with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days off. So that's 24 days, 103 hours. How much is that on average? 103 divided by 24. It's an average of 4.2 hours a day. 4.3. He's like, that's all you stream? I was like, yeah. It would have been crazy, Fire Soul. Everyone was like, damn, we're facing King George, GG's. And I was like, yeah, but imagine the content if we actually beat him. Like, that'd be crazy content. Is 4 hours a day not standard? Not for a full-time content creator. It's incredibly low. But that's also because most full-time content creators have editors. So they just stream all the time, and then their editors do everything for them. But I don't have any editors. My only employee is my wife. And that's it. So like I have to do everything. I'll stream for 3 hours, and then I have to edit it all together. I have to make all the videos, thumbnails, all the TikToks, everything. So I don't stream that much because of that. But then there's also people who don't do YouTube as much or TikTok or anything like that. So they mainly just do streaming. And if you're just a streamer, 4 hours a day would be like nothing. A lot of streamers do like 8 to 12 hours a day. How did the Make-A-Wish Avengers do yesterday? We got first rounded, but we won one map, 4-0. Those WACTs must be greasy by now. Shockingly, no. You'd think they would be, but no. He's not breaking below, is he? No. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's arcade window, but you never know with Siege sound. Heard an Apex streamer who talked about doing 12 hours of streaming, then he eats and goes to bed. Yeah, that's a lot of streamers. A lot of people do that. Like, streaming is their entire life. And for me, that's just not it. So I'm pretty big on having a social life and work-life balance. The last thing I want to do is just stream 24/7. I hope the client side debris is the same for both of us. corner. Oh, he's down. I didn't realize I downed him. Didn't think I hit him that much. As someone who used to work 80 hours a week, a work-life balance is extremely necessary. I know a lot of people will, like, roast content creators. I mean, rightfully so for a lot of it, but when I was, like, first making my name in content creation, like, going from, like, 100,000 subs to, like, 400,000 subs, I was probably putting in a week, like, 120 hours. I would do weekly Siege School videos, and every Siege School video was, like, 40 hours of work. And then I would stream, like, 5 days a week, and I made daily videos on top of that. I was putting in insane amounts of hours. I'm gonna get enough money to move into a tiny RV soon. Nice. I'll have to sleep in my grandparents' dining room. Nice. Dub. Oh, I don't have the cash shock. That's fucked. Tiny homes are, or even mobile homes are where it's at now. My one friend, she owns a house now, but she's always been like, I would love to just live in a van and travel living in a van. I'm like, you fucking hippie, but she loves it. A trailer in Stardew, that is true. Also, I did miss a sub from Sexual Ghosty with the 8 months. Thank you, Sexual Ghosty. And what's going on? How's your day? Been going pretty good. Also, Lexi, let it be known that Peter, aka Reluff in chat, when Ben moved into an RV trailer on his property, he said it was disgusting. So don't befriend a Peter, because he's just going to think the RV is disgusting. How dare he? Peter. He doesn't mean that. It's okay, I'm poor, I can say that. Wait, Peter, are you poor? I didn't know that. He C4'd himself? The mute? He did. That's crazy. Peter, if I'd known you were poor, I wouldn't be friends with you. How do you eat and play? Doesn't your stuff get messy? Not really. It's not like I'm eating saucy chicken wings. I'm eating a toasted sandwich and an apple. Not to discredit your moment, Venray, but I will throw out there that I do think buying a house is an important step for everyone. I don't know if that'd be unique to the army brat life, but I get what you mean. Oh, oh, oh. You gotta swing when you right before you get flashed. Oh my god, the panic. The panic. Oh my god, he won that. Wait for the hilarity of the way Chris holds a... There's nothing wrong with how I hold a fork. befriended an apparent millionaire. Whoa. Peter, I assume you're talking about me. What do you mean apparent? Go get a fork and show chat. I'm not going to go get a fork. I hold a fork perfectly fine. You guys are just haters. Oh, you're saying it's obvious. I feel like when you say an apparent millionaire, that makes it sound like you don't believe. And someone's saying like apparent, or you're like, oh, apparently they are a millionaire. He knows he holds it weirdly, which is why he isn't getting a fork. No, this doesn't help the Peter, you know, obvious millionaire claim, but I don't want to get a fork because it's 2 stories down and really far. And I'm too lazy to go get it right now. No, Alan. I hold it right. It's everyone else who's wrong. I do not have an elevator. When we got the pool table assembled on Tuesday, the guys asked, they're like, are you going to get an elevator? They're like, we feel like you need it. I was like, hey, I've been telling Annie that. She says no. Not a butler. I mean, Annie might disagree, Peter. So, champ, for a bit of context, Peter stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel in Manhattan, which is about $1,200 a night. He did not pay for it. And I was asking him if he thinks it's worth it. And he said, you have a personal assistant when you rent a room, or like, you know, get a room, and they will literally do anything you need them to do. If you need them to pick up a prescription or some food or anything, they'll go do it for you. So he said he thinks it's kind of worth it. And I told Annie about that, and I was like, I don't think that's worth it. And she said, yeah, why would you need to get a personal assistant at your hotel room when you have me, and I'll just do it for you? I was like, well, she said it, not me.
I just love the X, bro.
Oh, he pushed all the way in the gong. Oh, I got aggressive and got my 3K. That's all that matters. Thanks for sub pseudopsychosis. Varsity holds his fork like a pencil. I don't think I do. I hold it like... I need something... Well... Here. I'll get something slightly to scale. I don't want to, like, you know, flex on you guys. I do have some weights here that I've been using for, you know, trying to get stronger. So I'll use one of the weights as an example of how I hold a fork. So don't mind the weights. It's a lot of weight. If this was our fork, I hold it like this. I fist it. So I just... Ooh. That's how I hold a fork. Although I do feel like I do swap between how I hold it. Like an infant. All right. Oonga boonga 4 What does that mean? Set the Four Seasons in Las Vegas. Okay. I didn't know we had people in chat who had motion like that. Nissan, you're in a different tax bracket than chat. This man makes 7 figures. This world is not fair. I do not make 7 figures. I make 6 figures. Get it right. I actually don't remember if there ever was a year that I made over $1 million. I think there was. Actually, I don't know if there actually was. I think I'll have to look at it. My highest earning in a month for just YouTube was like 98K. But like it fluctuates like crazy. Oh, he fully rotated out. Also, I did not realize where the smoke landed after the... Well, I thought it actually landed at the door still. Charmier had to do numbers. I mean, it did well, but... You know what's funny is, I don't know if you guys remember this. A few years ago, Twitch got hacked, and all of the earnings of the top 1,000 streamers got published. And I was like number 331. And then one of my IRL friends messaged me. He watches like some content creators. He's not like crazy into content creation, but he still watches people and he hears about like Twitch drama and stuff. And he just messaged me. He's like, hey, number 331. I was like, all right, bro. But he found me on the list and just nicknamed me that. Uh-oh, bro. You heard the Wamai go down. You can't throw the second one. You just gotta commit. Been watching VG for so long it feels like I know the guy. You don't know me. Remember that this is a parasocial relationship and you do not know me at all. Wait, 560, is that how much I made? There's no way it was that high. Actually, no. It probably was that high. But I remember that the list that got published was like 1 in like 3/4 of a year. It wasn't just 1 year. It was like, I think like October. I'm just going to throw it. I don't remember what year it was, but I think it was like 2020 to like December 2021 or something. It was like over a year. I can't remember how much I've earned year to year. What was my highest year? Damn, I keep going back in time and it's going up every year I go back, which means it's just been going down every year since then. So for the number to beat is 500k Canadian. Just kidding. The number to beat is 600k Canadian. Oh, damn. That went insane. COVID doubled my income. I went from 390k to 600k in just COVID. That's fucked. If I want to, could I retire? Yes, I could. There should be, like, no content creators of my size who can't afford to retire. And I think if you can't afford to retire, it just means that you were very reckless with your money. Thanks, Peter. Alright. We're in a 2v5 already. Got locked. Oh my god, he's just standing underneath the hatch. I don't know why I said I'm going to lock in while I was still reading chat. That's on me. That's on me. Most content creators that made it as teens. I wasn't a teenager, bro. When Siege came out, I was 20. I didn't even, like, make it as a content creator until I was, like, 22, 23. Oh, you're saying the creators that made it as teens who spent all their money. Yeah, I mean, even the ones who didn't make it as teens still waste a lot of their money on cars and stuff at Skittles. I mean, I guess he was a teen when he first started, but I'll never understand the creators who just buy cars, watches, colognes at Priest. Why burn all your money? Why spend money when save money, do good? August 2019 until October. Oh, so that was like two years, 3 months. Yeah. I'll never forget the day I got my charm. I think I got like almost 1,000 subs overnight after I announced my charm. And I'll never forget that because I remember Peter messaged me a screenshot like 2 hours after I announced it. Because he just had my chat open and he just saw like an insane amount of subs pouring in. He's like, bro, what happened? I was like, oh, I got my charm. We had a very unhinged conversation for like an hour after you left us. I was wondering about that, Peter. When I left, I was like, I wonder if they're going to keep chatting or if they're just both going to leave. And then when I was getting ready for bed, I was like, oh, they're both still in Discord. Like, they're chatting. Are you a believer of Marley being a furry? Is it... Do I have to be a believer if I know it to be true? I got to see Marley's fursuit at SI. I did not realize how much he spent on it. He told me like roughly the cost. It was like $40,000 for his fursuit. Was not expecting that.
At this point, I'm desperate to get my account back. Any suggestions?
Someone just ran there. Okay. I'm gonna say lock in, and then we're both gonna die in here. Chat. I gotta lock in. I thought he was in the corner, not in the small room. Well, we are not locked in. Wait, how did Lion just let him walk past here? He must have just got here. There's no way he just watched his dock swung and killed 2 people. What does opening 2 holes in the same wall do? You should do like a crouch hole to get through easily and then a standing hole to peek through. And since the other walls were all electrified and we had no way of destroying it, obviously there's no way I'm going to open those walls, so might as well go all in on one wall. Giorgio Armani and Versace are worth the money. They smell great. I mean, maybe it's just because it's me. I don't use any cologne. I haven't worn cologne in like 15 years. So I'm like, it's just a waste. I feel like if you shower and just take a normal amount of care about yourself, you'll be fine. Maybe I'm also just lucky that I don't smell a lot. Because like, so today, for example, my normal day is like, I wake up, I shower right away. And then I went to the gym. I sweat a little bit. But I'm just going to change my clothes once my friends come over tonight. And I mean, I don't smell. So I'm like, I don't need to shower again. I don't need cologne. I'm like, I'm just going to not stink? I don't know. Never put a cologne on, especially on a date? I don't think so. My family from South America always gives me cologne because in South America they shower like 10 times a day and put on 15 different colognes, but I'm not about that. I thought colognes were meant to give you a specific vibe, not to cover up bad smells, but I'm like, I already smell fine as is, but I guess, I don't know, people want more. Remember, Priest kept telling me that he wanted to buy me a cologne, and he was like so dead set on doing it. And I was like, Priest, don't buy me a cologne. He's like, why? I was like, I will literally never use it. I will never in my life use a cologne. And then he's like, no, if I give it to you, you'll use it. I was like, no, I definitely will not. And I was like, on top of that, Annie gets migraines because of strong scents, like perfumes, colognes, like absolutely give her massive migraines, so I'm not going to use it. And he's like, fine. Thatcher. Pro does not want to get the wall. I know he's already inside planting, but I thought we were going to get the wall. And he's just sitting in vault. Maybe it's just because it's his name. But I didn't like that he just ran over there staring at her through the bomb. And I don't think he saw her once. But that being said, when he was running and he sees the head holes, he can see that she's non-vault, so she's got to be behind the desk. But it did look like he was just staring right at her through the bomb. I don't know what I want to do. Thank you for the 1 year from Wicked Euphoria. I was banned for cheating in December and have tried appealing multiple times with Ubisoft as I have never once cheated. They only closed my tickets with no response at this point. I'm desperate to get my account back. Any suggestions? No suggestions. I think they've cracked down a lot on unbanning people because obviously a lot of people will cheat, claim they never cheated, and then get unbanned and then start cheating again. So I think they just do not care anymore. If your account got stolen and someone used it to cheat, that's on you. So I don't think they will ever unban people anymore for cheating. I'm doing the same, just take a shower, yeah. Again, maybe it's just because I don't sweat too much, but even half the time I'll forget to use deodorant. I'm like, I'm still fine. I don't stink. Some people do stink, though. Damn. He got spawn peeked from the top and he still looked at me at the bottom? Just being actively shot from there. I can't even see myself there. Bro, I started off hot in this match and now I'm just doing nothing. Do I stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? Yes. Bro, what lobby am I in? Half the lobby is like good, the other half is just bots. When does new map rotation happen? Should be in about 2 weeks, I think. You're gonna watch Knowing Iguana. I swear this guy looked a little bit sus when I was watching him last time. I knew it! He's cheating! I fucking knew it. Someone clip that. I saw him at the end of the last round and I was like, he just looked right at someone through the wall. And then he just did it again. He fucking ran at them and stared at them. I was like, I thought it was just because of his name being Knowing Iguana. He fucking knew. He was walling. Marcus, a scrub. How do I look him up on this? Level 35. I don't know if he was cheating the entire time, but he was definitely cheating in the last 2 rounds. Okay, I'm gonna report him. Okay, I reported him. He'll probably get banned soon. Why is 360p the only option on your stream? I assume it's probably because you're watching on a platform that does not support higher resolutions. I'm gonna give it a minute and not queue. I don't want to get into another match with a cheater. I fucking knew it though, man. I know it's like confirmation bias because I was actually right in that case. But I saw it at the end of round 7. I was like, that looked way too suspicious. Maybe just because I spent so much time reviewing cheaters that I was like, it's blatant. I can tell. All right, chat. 2 more games and then I'll run stream probably. Thanks, Ben. It's always good to get confirmation. We could have got the same lobby. No, okay. I thought it was him, but this guy's a champ, so it's a different person. We're good. Different lobby. Well, so you guys can see the overlay, right? Yes, you can. Yana's the most useless op in Siege right now, in my opinion. How would you rework her? I have said since day one, let her knife people. Wouldn't that be so good? What is this lobby again? Oh, it's mainly higher ranks. Never mind. I cannot get away with this. What is the new app? It's called stats.cc. I only started using it because R6 Tracker was just like, it's now been 3 weeks since the new season came out, and it's still not up to date. Like, it doesn't work, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to start using stats, because this one they actually update, like, every day. It'd be crazy low-key, and she has a timer, so it wouldn't be too broken. I mean, they definitely have to do more, because, like, that would really only affect low-level lobbies, where she'd actually be able to knife people, and they wouldn't react in time, but... yeah. She needs something. Making her thicker wouldn't be the worst. Chat, would you play Yana more if they gave her a fat ass? Like, we're talking... big booty bitches. I'm gonna try something here. Yes, yes, yes. That's a bear shit in the wood. Alright, guys. You horny motherfuckers. You won't see till the end of the match? Nope. Because you could make a replica and then look at your own ass. Okay, I might die doing this, but I wanted to test something. Oh. Jokebee's just sprinting in. If I put an air jab on this... oh, it covers the stairs, and it looks like it can't be shot from below. Okay, okay. Damn, he just sprinted all the way in there and got both my team. Oh no, he was hiding in there. That's crazy. I guess they never saw him. They updated it yesterday because they saw you switch. I don't think they updated it just because of me. Credlock ass? No, Yana ass. I miss the ads for the Varsity Charm in the YouTube videos. I was for a while doing it like only on videos that I thought would pop off, but I just have not done it in a while. I'll probably do it again in season 2 with ranked 3.0. But I'll make them super short, like 5 seconds long. Like, don't forget, Varsity Charm. Because I never wanted to take them out because I was afraid that my viewers or my sub count would go down like crazy, but it's still fine. Like, it's not really suffered. Also, my sub count to viewer ratio is always insanely high compared to other channels. I think a normal sub to viewer ratio is like if you have 50 average viewers, you're probably lucky to break like 30 subs. So the fact that my average viewership is probably like around 400 and I have 4 times as many subs is just insane. Will I ever play competitively? No. There was actually a big post about it today that I quote tweeted. Oh, I never even tweeted that I'm live. Oh my god. I forgot to tweet that I was live. I was trying to think of something I never did. It's too late now. But for the quote tweet that I did, it was an analyst for Pro League talking about, or coach for Pro League talking about how bad player salaries are right now. That the average apparently for how much a player earns, I think after taxes, is about 2,000 to 2,500 USD. And that's if you're in a good region on a good team with a decent org backing you. But he's like, most other players are getting like 1,000 to 1,500 a month. And some players aren't even getting paid. I was just like, it is insane that Siege people consider to be a top tier esport, and in Counter-Strike, one pro will make more in a month just from a salary than a Siege pro makes, or a whole Siege team makes in a year. Because there was one Counter-Strike pro who made like 120k a year, or 120k a month, sorry. And then a whole Siege team will probably make like, I'm guessing less than that. Oh. Oh. Armor went for it. Did not pay off. It's cancelled off. I think he just dropped the hatch. Oh, he swung the wall. I couldn't hear him with the Grismont. 60 FOV castle as well. That's tough. The Varsity 5-stack finance mogging the Siege Pro team. I mean, that was kind of what my whole point was today on my tweet. Was just like, pros make so little money, but they do it for the love of the game. And then on top of that, they also, like, a lot of them should focus more on content creation, but they just don't want to, which is understandable because they work a lot. But I'm like, can't complain about making no money and then just not doing anything about it. But also, we can't expect them to do a shit ton about it because everyone deserves to have a life, you know? We need to hire a new mod that has a degree in finance so we can have a self-sustaining mod community. How would a degree in finance get a self-sustaining mod community? Run that by me. Oh, because you have eyes covered, plumbing, software development, and now you need investment advice. You have Drew. Lexus, you have a degree in finance? Don't you spend like 90% of your income on skins and video games? I don't know if that's the finance help that we're looking for. That's fair, Peter. I was an investment in 401k advisor for Fidelity. And then what? You put 90% of their portfolio into Valorant skins and now you're unemployed like Ben? want someone who's washed. Damn. Wait, which one's site? Is it here or here? It is here. Let me grab this upside down on rappel. I can. I look like a little baby reaching for titties. I don't know where everyone is. Do they just have no one in sight? We have a Hibana, break the hatches. Hibana, break the hatch. I don't know where Bravo was going. She had the diffuser and she was trying to run away with it. Yo, Romy, it felt like it. Bro, no one was in sight. I saw sledgehammer almost depleted. It felt like I was the only one trying to actually break the floor, and then we had Hibana who was just refusing to use her gadget. What do I want to do? Do I want something easy? Yeah. Been too distracted with chat that I haven't been focusing enough on getting my clips, you know? Okay, I got 2 Capcan kills from traps, a third from a pipe, and then I kill the other 2 running out. Alright. I also just realized someone on their team is Cross's alt account. His name is Cross is King. Six pellets on a hatch. Yeah, my teammates don't seem like they're all quite there. Actually, they're plat. Oh no. Okay, Lucky is level 37. He was the Hibana last round. We call it the varsity. That's definitely not my strat, but I feel like I have almost mastered it. Although our mastery of it is that we do it right every time, and then we die. And we lose sight. Was he putting a mirror here? Oh, he has a mirror here. I swear to God, if someone pushes this and kills me, I'm never gonna forgive this Mira.
It was not.
Guys, my ace plan did not work out.
Got Cali.
Still below.
Main. Customs, I think that's the room. Or, yeah, customs.
Everyone to the left. Okay, lucky 14. The real question is, how did I not kill him? Bro, did you guys hear how many shots I landed there? That was like 7 or 8 Capcan SMG shots. At least 6 or 7. Well, I think the days of 6-7 are over. I think I'm unk for saying that now. I'm chunk, chopped, and unk. This guy's in the stream. That's crazy. Also, I was reading. We're playing D&D tonight, and one of our members is unable to make it because he has the tattoo flu. And he said every time he gets a tattoo, he gets sick for 2 days. What the fuck? I didn't even know that was humanly possible. A tattoo flu is crazy. That doesn't even make sense to me. Why does he get a tattoo? I mean, I assume if you want a tattoo, being sick for 2 days doesn't really matter. But it's just weird. Weak ass immune system. It's getting tatted with a needle from the 1500s. That bubonic plague tattoo. It's gonna have a response, but someone's rushing with the Gon 6. I heard you. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Oh, that's the guy that I heard trying to rush. Oh, someone's in here. What the hell? He has to have a weak immune system. I mean, probably. He's also like... He's, I think, severely lactose intolerant. So, you know. Body's just giving up at that point. How bad could it be? I mean, it's probably not that bad. Keep in mind, he's a teacher. As we all know, teachers are big babies who don't do anything. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But since I have friends who are cheaters, teachers, I have to make fun of them. What the hell was that?
I just love dicks, bro.
Thanks for sub couple. Was that how I pronounce your name? And let's get each other's names. Yeah, no. I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo. And when's the next Siege School, man? I literally upload Siege School every day. It's now short form content. Because it's easier to make and everyone likes it. Oh, fuck. I got a notification from YouTube, but I accidentally swiped it off. It was a comment. I'm assuming it was yummy? I saw the word yummy and then I swiped it away. Well, too late now. Better gain some more aura for subbing. Obviously you will. You just fell asleep getting a tattoo? Bro, fuck that. There we go. Annie playing Pokopia. She has literally not stopped playing it since she got it. And she said she's literally dreaming about blocks. It's bad. It's bad enough that she also started playing it in bed, where she usually tries to not have like much screen time at all in bed, other than like maybe the TV as background noise. Alright, what is this meme from? I've seen this is like now the 5th time I've seen it. I assume it's a TikTok meme, but where people said shit about cortisol. They're like, I have whatever cortisol when I watch you. He doesn't know the low cortisol meme. Should I? I don't know these tiki-taki trends. But it's just your stress hormone. So people saying they're less stressed when watching. Bro, these tiki-talkers, I don't understand.
Metal. Core is metal.
What is this? Team last destruction. My aim was so bad there, but some...
GG.
How did I even get the headshot? I actually don't even know this. I whiffed. I don't think I should have got a headshot there.
Bye, Varsity. Love you guys.
GG, thank you.
I recognized you immediately whenever you said pop the hatch up on him.
I said one small phrase, and he immediately found me out. I cannot say anything in games without being detected. I even tried to say it. I was like, Hermana, ring the hatch. I hate it here. I don't hate it, but it would be nice to have some level of anonymity. Was that an ace? I think it was a 4K. Get a voice changer. I just... It's too obvious. When you have a voice changer in a game, everyone immediately is like, who are you? Why are you trying to hide your voice? You can't have a natural voice changer. Suffering from success. I think the only reason it bothers me in any sense is that it's like, it would be nice to be able to just talk and play with people without them recognizing me. Because like last game was fine. He didn't do anything weird or bad, but like a lot of times as soon as people recognize me, they either try too hard to like be weird, so I clip it, or they spend the entire time freaking out, which is like, it makes me sound ungrateful because I'm like, oh, they're freaking out because it's me and that's annoying. But I'm like, I just want to play, you know? At least people don't think you're a 12-year-old boy when you give callouts in game. Oh yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Alexis, they are right about you. I think I just try to rage bait you. Jack, you can't even rage bait me in chat where you have 5 minutes to think about the next thing you want to say. How the fuck would you try to rage bait me in voice chat? Your brain doesn't work that fast. It's very hard T. Fuck you. Alright. I won the argument. GG. No re. Interesting reinforcement. I wonder if that's on the meta. So you're impersonating Varsity. I have actually thought about doing that before, like doing a series where I play on an alt account or something, and that people recognize me. I'm like, no, I'm just impersonating Varsity. Like, what do you think of my voice? We're gonna talking to each other. Rage baits you. Is it rage baiting if you guys are just dumb and it genuinely pisses me off? I don't think so. Oh, so what is this mogging thing? I assume that just means flexing on people now. But I hear it all the time where they're like, he's mogging us, he's mogging us. saw his toe for a second. Bro, how far back is this guy? Oh my god. How am I supposed to win against that? It's on the other side of the fucking map. Stronger / more built / flexing. You were mogging in Rocket League last night. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I haven't played Rocket League in like 6 years, and I was way better than I had any business to be after a 6-year break. I was kind of crazy. Thanks for 2 months, Junkie Barracuda. Jack, you can keep coming up with excuses. We all know it's only because you're dumb and can't think of rage baiting stuff fast enough. Oh. We're about to lose all 3 of us. What is going on? That was quite a standoff. This is why people think you're a mean streamer. That's a them problem. I'm such a nice person, though. I'm one of the nicest people I know. Is Christian a bad person yet? What the? Alright, Sharpie. I will take note of that the next time when I'm sending out some joggers. See? Even Ben acknowledges my niceness, and I'm probably the meanest to him. Christian ruined my life. Alright, Peter, let's hear it. Let's hear the nonsense. We out here bullying his mods. It's not bullying. You told me to sleep with the fishes a few days. Am I a 1960s mobster? Chat's getting ridiculous right now. We miss you playing Siege. Don't say that, because he asked to join today and I said no because I was enjoying talking to chat. And now I'm going to feel bad. But now that Peter has a lot more free time, I assume he'll be in Siege more. Chat, this is why you don't get a girlfriend. Girlfriend sucks up all your time. Lose girlfriend, have more time to play games.
I just love Dex, bro.
Thanks for sub. And Andrews skills. 1960s. Do you mean the 1920s, bro? I don't know. I was born in 1995. Do you think I care about anything that happened before 1995? If it was before 95, it has absolutely zero relevance to me. Unless it happens again. Youngin. Sorry, Zilchi, not all of us were born in the Great Depression. We went through connector. Or split. thought I downed the thermite with that. He must be like 1 HP. I actually just stopped shooting because I thought I downed him, bruh. How old is Zilchi? 47. Any updates on the drama that happened as attorney? I don't think there will be any updates. It was just, it happened and everyone moved on. So she sat next to Jesus and this is a crazy statement. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Then explain to me why I don't care at all about history and always hated history class. And yet I'm not the one repeating the 1940s. Explain that to me. $37, holy fuck. Peter, you can't hit him with the holy fuck after that. I'm gonna do something dumb. History and social studies was fun. I hated history class. My least favorite subjects in school were English, because I already know the language. Why the fuck do I need to learn it? And history. And, I mean, I had to take religion because I was at a Catholic high school. But if you ignore the religion class, which was probably the worst one to take. Wasn't a huge fan of geography. Theology was the easiest A in my life. I mean, religion was an easy A, but it wasn't fun. Math was even more fun than fucking religion class. Until I got to advanced functions and calculus, and I was like, what the fuck? Where'd the numbers go? They hit the gong. Ooh. Oh, they had 3 people, bro. 1 on the door, 1 on the box, and 1 in the hallway. I mean, I got the shield. I don't know if this is worth it, Smoke. I don't even know if she got the hip or the line or the ash there. The muscle memory for a 2-second scan? No, I swung that on purpose because I was like, I can't stand here for 3 seconds without dying, so I might as well swing and try to get the kill. I don't even think I waited half a second. I literally just ran in as soon as I realized I was fucked. So I heard the person in the hallway, and I was like, I can't hold hallway and door. Looks like he did not actually get Ash. He did get Lion. That was a crazy time to look away and reset a Fenrir when someone's on the door actively swinging it. We have apps to do math. Why do I have to learn? Where are you looking? Bro, he's on Dragon Door. You hear him. Oh my god. I didn't even miss my shot scoring ball. The guy hit in the corner, so I was pre-firing, but he was not peeking, and then his teammate shot me from way behind. Not much I can do there. I thought so too, Zilchi. I saw them aiming at each other. The Malusi's bullets went right over the Fenrir. Also, I'm curious about if any of you guys have any idea what this is. What the hell? So I had pulled up my Twitch dashboard earlier to check something, and it says, like, every time you look at the Twitch dashboard, it gives recommendations on games that you should stream that are similar to your main game or based off of what your viewers watch. What the fuck is this? John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Has anyone ever heard of this game? I've never heard of that. And then I went to the category, and the first thing I see is this Gamer Girl CD with a Pornhub logo on her shirt, and it says Princess. It's a Left 4 Dead style game. Huh. I did love Left 4 Dead. The one thing every Left 4 Dead, like, spiritual successor has ever had, or has never had, that Left 4 Dead did have, is versus mode. I don't know why they think that everyone wants to play the co-op. Versus was where it's at, and where majority of the people played. Versus Left 4 Dead 2. Oh my god, that was peak gameplay. There's Left 4 Dead 3. I think. Didn't Valve sell the IP? And that's what, actually no. They bought the studio that made Left 4 Dead, and then they just made that shitty knockoff game instead. Back for Blood or whatever. I just had a silent reload there. I hit the bookshelf, that's metal. I should not have killed him, I don't think. Maybe he had 1 HP. Zilchi, don't do it. It's not worth it. Also just realized I have not been recording at all this entire game. Granted, that was the first round I actually did something, but, well, that's annoying. What is Deadlock's player base at? Because it was really high when it came out, and then they just killed it by updating it way too much. That's at 80k. That's reasonable. I doubt we'll be able to do the same thing, but I'll bring Gridlock just in case. Any tips for getting better at Cafe? Stats probably aren't the best thing to look at, but I have a lower KD than normal win percentage by a lot on that map. I think Cafe is very different than the other maps because it's a very vertical roam heavy map versus other maps where it's like horizontal and slightly vertical. Like Cafe is 3 pretty small floors stacked on top of each other. So the important thing to do on Cafe is to roam a lot. And if you would look at pro play, they do a lot of like layered holds. So, like the whole top floor, attackers push top floor and then they go down to second floor. And then when the attackers push second floor, they go down to first floor. And that's where sight is. It's like they have so many layers of defense and like roaming. But it's also about the really hard part with that map is learning how to do the extended holds. Because sight itself is usually pretty iffy. But the extended holds are all really good. You just gotta do it. I assume sight's not upstairs. Oh, it is upstairs. How do you not kill me and then die? Bruh. Oh my god, that hit the drone and then it hit itself. It's over. It's so over. Oh my god, the quick peek. You don't have time to react. Do we give him the ace? Nope. Ooh, that would have been good. It looked like the window was bugged. They hard stopped on the window. I think that's because when I killed them, their body like flopped. I don't think they actually stopped themselves. I'm sure that's also just a perspective thing where we're not used to seeing someone vault through a window from overhead view, so it just looks weird. I'm probably going to go armory. I'll go grim for the wall. What's my KD overall? I don't even know what my KD is. My overall KD is a 1.5. That doesn't seem right. Someone said if you report you, they have a way to see your email and password. Is that true? Let me guess. Atheno. I understand he probably did it for the views and probably thinks there's nothing wrong with it, but That guy has spread so much misinformation about that it has caused a lot of damage to Siege's reputation. I don't know why everyone believes it just because a TikToker says it. It's not true. Might be dumb play. I'm gonna try something stupid. Ow. I couldn't even... I saw him for a millisecond. Bro, on his screen, I was standing there for like a whole second. That is crazy. While I appreciate the Finka boost because it gave me more HP, I also could not hear, and I thought he rotated out, so I wasn't even, like, really ready for him. I think that was his teammate, maybe, that I heard running around, or I just heard nothing. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to overtime. Everyone knows that anything on TikTok is a lie. I think genuinely the young people do not know that. They genuinely can't fathom a world where people lie on the internet. Okay. This is actually suddenly winnable. Two brows lit as well. I feel like the play is to go grab diffuser and push site. Take the 1v1 while you can, but I think unfortunately he's now waited too long and they have a cross on him now. Doesn't matter. Oh, okay. He ran out of sight. He knows he doesn't have diffuser somehow. Oof. Unfortunate. That is why you don't run around for the kills. You go for the diffuser first, and then you go for the kills. Because in case you run out of time, then you can plant. Literally did it for the money. I mean, I'm not going to try to assume Atheno's knowledge on things. I would also assume he just doesn't know. There's a lot of content creators out there that you'd be very surprised that they have zero idea how technology works. But it's either Atheno knew and lied for the views, or he has zero idea how technology works and just believes anything he saw online. I don't know which one it is. Because, like, I don't know. I get, like, I was in a computer science program. I've been around computers my whole life. I understand a lot of how the technology works, so I'm not going to hear something like that and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to be very skeptical of it. But a lot of other people are just like, no, if someone tells me that, I'm just going to believe them because they just don't know how computers work. Does it matter? Both are bad? I mean, It's up for you guys to decide. So I don't know why it feels so wrong to not go back and forth when I'm punching these walls. I feel like I gotta rev up with each punch. Is starting shit with another content creator? Is it starting shit? I mean, everyone knows it. Atheno either lied or is uninformed. There's no real drama there. I said it about any content creator who spreads misinformation. I also think this is not about him, but like as content creators as a whole, a lot of content creators are very bad at admitting when they're wrong, and they don't like to admit when they're wrong, so they'll either double down or just ignore it. Like, it's possible that he could have learned and just still refused to take it down, but I would assume that the way most creators would handle it is just like, if he realized he was wrong, he's like, well, it's still got good views, so I'm just gonna leave it up. Or he could have also posted about it after and been like, I was actually wrong, but obviously people are not gonna watch that as much as the original. Bro, I am whiffing so bad right now. I cannot land a shot. He swings in front of me slow as can be, and I just can't land it. I'll give the benefit of the doubt and say it's the second one. People don't know. They hear something scary and want to warn their audience just in case it's real. I mean, that is the benefit of the doubt. I would probably say, based on my experience, I think it's more likely the first one. Where it's fear-mongering. I mean, that's how content creation and stuff works nowadays. Fear-monger. Say something scary and absolute to make people freak out, because then they'll comment, they'll share it, it'll get a lot of views, you'll get a lot of traction, people will follow you as the truth sayer. That's just how social media works.
I just love
But who knows?
Bro.
I remember I even told Anifex one time, I was like, Anifex, I got a bone to pick with you. And he's like, what did I do? I was like, bro, you made one video where you told people that Jaeger ACOG was coming back. And I was like, I have received comments about that for the last year where people still are like, I was told Jaeger ACOG's coming back. Where is it? I'm like, you're being lied to. And then Anifex was like, bro, in the video I say it's a lie. And people just don't care. And I'm like, yeah, but people still believe it. So like, I was like, a lot of people are misinformed. And he's like, I tell them it's a lie and they don't understand that. I'm like, well, I guess that is on them, but. Thanks for sub Destiny Titan and a rescued urchin. I don't know why today I've just not been locked in. I've been barely doing anything. What, is Jaeger ACOG coming back? It already came back. 10-year anniversary event. I think that actually made people stop asking about it. Because I was getting comments about it every day until that event, and then people stopped. Oh my god. The timing as soon as I finally pulled out the nade. Aw, it wasn't even like he heard it. He just started swinging as I pulled the pin. That is unfortunate timing. I have 67,000 channel points. Best day of my life. Wow, Peter. How does he do it? Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, it did sound like the alibi was in on the left from Twitch's perspective. Oh, Peter has 67,000 channel points and I have 6-7 kill death? He took hundreds of thousands from me, damn. Alright, chat. I think we're gonna end it short today. I'm sure tomorrow I'll stream like 5 hours since everyone's probably gonna be on. But I think we end it there. A nice 3-hour stream. I gotta go edit a bunch. I didn't edit like the last 2 streams other than the tournament, and then I need to get all that into some highlights, and then I should also upload some videos. I have a few that I'm almost done. I just need to render them and upload them. But I just got here. I'm sorry, Melos. Tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be live for like 5 hours plus. My throat also feels like a little gross right now. I'm hoping that I'm not getting sick. I think I'm just dehydrated because yesterday my skin was feeling very dry. Get some sunlight today. Bro, it's rainy. Rainy and overcast. It's not a nice day out here today. Alright, chat. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. We'll play probably some ranked. Because if everyone's on, I want to play ranked. Okay? Bye.